Oh, that's hot. Hi, Graham Hudson. I'm looking at the wrong screen there. Graham Hudson Rose, drinking very hot tea. Decisions in principle. Quick video on decisions in principle. Three mistakes that we see people make when they obtain a decision in principle, and three ways you can avoid them and make sure you get the house that you want and you move in without any fuss and everything's cool, and that's what we're after. So what are the three mistakes? Really quickly, the first one is that people don't enter the right figures for income. Decisions in principle are only as good as the information you give them, because what they do is they simply credit check you and they say, okay, if the numbers you've given us on that form match what you've told us, and the credit check is fine, we'll lend you that amount of money in principle. You've got to prove it further down the line. So if you don't get the numbers right going in, you're not going to get the right number coming out. In theory, you could get a decision in principle for £5 million, presuming your credit's good. But unless you've got the money to back it up, when it comes to actually getting the mortgage and showing them your documents, they will say, well, you're not earning enough for that. Unless, of course, you are earning £1 million a year, in which case, happy days. So point one is they're only as good as the information you put in. So you need to make sure you know what the lender wants in each of those boxes: bonus, overtime, commission, basic salary, net profits, yada yada, all that kind of stuff. Number two, the second mistake that we tend to see relates to this. It's about outgoings. So a decision in principle, a lender's going to lend you money for a mortgage to buy a house, and their affordability is going to be based on what your situation is going to be once you're in the house. So things like council tax, that might change. You might be paying a lower rate going to a higher rate. When you're doing a dip, most lenders are going to want to know, well, what's the new council tax going to be? And they don't explicitly have that on the form. They just expect you to know. So outgoings, it's going to be based on your future outgoings. So you need to have a bit of background, a bit of knowledge as to what that's going to be. You also might have debts that are finishing. So your loan might have a month to run and you think, well, that'll be gone by the time I moved in. Does that lender need to then know about that loan? Lenders have different policies. So you need to, again, know that what are you going to put as your outgoings for your decision in principle, to make sure that it's an accurate reflection, and therefore we've got no nasty surprises. Because it's awful to think you've got something in principally accepted, and then only to get your documents in and then to look at, actually, your council tax has gone up, blah, 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 and then we're not going to lend you that amount. So research is key. The third mistake I would say, third mistake I would say is that people will just get a dip from a lender at random. So generally, people might go to their bank. Obviously, if you speak to a whole of market advisor, someone like me, we can get you the dip from the lender that's gonna get you the amount that you need on the right terms. But other than that, it's just picking things at random. And again, you don't know that the lender you've gone to is right for you, and you might need to borrow £120,000, and that lender's only going to dip you and say they can lend you 100 because of their policy, and then you go away thinking, well, that's rubbish. But the truth is, if you'd gone to the lender two doors down, if there are still high streets that have lenders next door to each other, I don't know. If you go to a lender two doors down, they might have been happy to lend you the full 120 plus a bit more, because it's all about their policy. So, really quick, three mistakes, how to avoid them. Speak to someone like me first of all, because we can do all the work for you. But if not, make sure you research what figures they want putting in as income, what figures they want as outgoings, and crucially, get a feel on the calculators first for what they're going to lend you. If you need any more help, any more assistance, or just want to have a chat, give me a bell, 01453 393 123, and that's Graham, and we're hudson-rose.co.uk. Take care. See you later. Bye-bye.